Hello and welcome. This is Elena Valdez. I am here to do the child reading for the Gemini child, and this is intended for the parent and guardian of the child. A couple of things I want to mention here is that you will hear me say, you use the pronouns he, she, they, but this is not a gender specific channel. So you apply it in the way that it makes most sense for you and your household. Also, as a reminder, we are dealing with a wide age range here. So again, apply the situations as best as possible for you. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay, so the first position here is what your child is experiencing during the month of December. And your little Gemini here got the Emperor. And that is a pretty great position to get right out of the gate, or card to get. So your child is really coming into his or her leadership skills here. Perhaps you have an older sibling here, or the Gemini is the older sibling. And even if he or she is not the older sibling, there seems to be a sense of growing up here, or feeling like, almost like the teacher, if you will, or the little grown up, perhaps within his or her peers or neighbors, or whatever mates your child has in his or her life, right? So there is a sense of really feeling good in his little body, right? Really taking charge and mastering whatever it is he's working on, whether it's his school assignments or creative projects or what have you. Like, that could be a thing. You may also, though, be experiencing a little Gemini, and I just picked this up. This is just going to be for a handful of you who is maybe being a little bossy in the month of December. So yeah, that'll be something to watch out for. But overall, though, this is a very good card. It's about confidence. It's about independence. And this is what your child is experiencing. Also, though, if your child is not experiencing this for himself, being in that position, he may be the one who has an older sibling who perhaps he's feeling is a little bit more powerful, or a little bit, has a little bit more of an edge over him, or a little bit more of rulership over him, if you will. So those are two, they're slightly, obviously very different scenarios. So you'll know based on your household and what's going on, but good to be aware of, right? Either way. Okay, and for the challenge position, okay, so there's been a bit of a transformation that's taken place here. This is actually, I forgot to show you the first card, or did I? No, I did, but I didn't show you this one. I apologize. So this second card is the Death card. Now, in most cases, those of you watching, this is about having a drastic change occur in the household. And this could also be death of a sibling order, meaning you could have recently had a newborn baby, and this is why your child is now instantly the grown-up, right? Because he's no longer the baby, because a new little one has come along. And that, because remember, death also symbolizes rebirth. It symbolizes the beginning after something has died, reincarnation, transformation, like all those big, life things that occur, more on the psychological level. So here, your little Gemini may be experiencing, kind of getting knocked out a little bit of his baby throne, but put into a higher responsibility position. Okay, and so this is in the challenge position. So this is, it's going to take a little bit to adjust to that, whatever that is. It could also just be changing of an environment, right? Like a rebirth of an environment. Maybe you just recently remodeled your home, or there is a change of school, or some kind of shift, significant shift that is causing a little bit of a I'm not going to say like negative instability, but just, the initial chaos that happens when change has taken place. So there's a little bit of a challenge that your little one's going through, something to be aware of in case your little one is not yet able to articulate that. Okay, so let's see what the third card is. And this is, for me, the most important position of the reading because it indicates what your child needs most from you, the parent, during the month of December. And in this case, your child got the Knight of Cups. Isn't that cute? And the Knight of Cups is about moving forward with your emotions, offering emotion, offering an outlet for creativity, also sharing emotion and love and affection. And so if this is what your little one needs most from you, see, and you notice this little furry little monster here, very similar to the one in the Death card, right? So it's almost like your little one here is, scrunched up next to you, wanting some affection and love and, accolades. A reminder that he is still, your baby. Even if there has been another little one or new neighbor, new sibling, or a change, or whatever this significant change that has occurred, I think your little one may need a little reminder here that he is still important to you on that level. And of course you're going to do that, right? You're a parent. Of course you're constantly showing your children that they are important. But this is going to be more than usual during the month of December. So your little one's going to need to, spend time with you, have a little bit more of affection, accolades, maybe work on some creative projects together, because Knight of Cups is about creativity as well, and being open to it and allowing it. So, this is about getting out. Also, there's some nature here. So perhaps you need to be near water. Cups does represent water after all. So that is very significant here. I'm picking up some other, I'm getting a sense here, and I'm just picking up that there's some kind of detachment from a parent. Maybe it's because a parent is traveling for work, or for whatever reason is not currently present, and the child is feeling maybe a little bit needier than usual. And I hate to use that word because it makes it sound like their needs are not valid, but that's not what I mean. But meaning they're going to be a little bit more vulnerable than usual and wanting your attention because another parent, or maybe a grandparent, someone that's usually there, is not there, or the dynamic of that order has changed. So maybe if you have a parent, maybe one parent is sick, not feeling well, and so then there's this whole new shift and dynamic and responsibility that has taken place. And you may be busy taking care of the other individual, and therefore your child is becoming a little bit more, needing that affection and attention. So that's what your Gemini needs most from you in December, is to be more than usual affectionate, and also with your words, and more than you would, Okay, I think you get it. So let's move on to your advice card. I have already shuffled all of these cards, but I like to give it another little shuffle. And this advice card is for you, the guardian, the parent. These were for your child, from the perspective of your child. This is specifically for you. And usually it is in relationship to your child. And sometimes it gives a little bit more insight into the challenge and what they need most from you. So let's see what we get for you. Oh, there we go. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a sense here, so you're starting over somehow here. There's something in your family dynamic that has shifted, that has you or another loved one starting over. It's like you're starting something from scratch. So if it's because you moved into a different home, it's, maybe if there was a death of a relationship here, so meaning not the literal death, but like an ending of a relationship here, whether it was with a loved one, a spouse, if that's part of the element here that I was feeling that a parent is missing, it's got you feeling like you're starting over from scratch, like you are needing to rebuild everything that you have built up until this point from scratch and regrow roots. So Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of something tangible. It can be a new job, a new home. It's also the beginning of a new breakthrough in our spirituality as well, like seeing things from a different lens, from a more spiritual and grounded place. It's also about our self-worth and value. So perhaps whatever change you made here caused you to reassess your self-worth as a parent and as an individual. And so, you're having, there's something that you're doing here on your own that's yours. And at the same time, it's a gift from the universe, right? So you will be presented with something here. So as an advice, it is saying for you to be open to whatever that new change is. Also to remain grounded and to be okay with, to not feel the guilt associated with whatever this movement, this shift in dynamic is. It's okay. It's okay to start over. It's okay. This is confirmation. If you're looking for confirmation on whether or not to move forward with a new plan or something new, this is a yes. And it's a gift from the universe. So be gentle with yourself. Keep yourself grounded. Pentacles requires that you keep yourself grounded. And the best and fastest way to do that is through meditation and also being out in nature. Even if it's as simple as going outside your backyard and taking your shoes off and earthing, but I think you need some water. There's a feeling here that you need to get near water. So anyhow, I hope that made sense for you, and I hope that it helped somebody here watching today. Please share my content with others and subscribe, let people know. I'm trying to grow this new YouTube channel. I think a lot of people can benefit from Child Tarot. And yes, I hope that you found something valuable here today. Bye. See you next month.